Okay, so hello everyone, welcome. Today we have Kushagra with us. So Kushagra is a pass out from MIT Manipal. He's from Mechanical Engineering branch, the Royal Mech, as they say. So thank you so much, Kushagra, for being here. Welcome on board. And
Thank you.
Kushagra is currently working at Wipro, the tech giant, as they say. So Kushagra, let's begin. Over to you. The first question, let's start with that. Like, how was your, camp placement preparation, and when did you approximately start it?
Right. So honestly, I started preparations very late. Most of my peers have started like just before the placement season began during the summers, and I started around say after my first rejection, which was Deloitte. So I had so to be honest, I had taken it very lightly, the OT process and everything. So what is advisable is to start a little earlier and not wait for the end moment and just start a little earlier, maybe during the summers or a semester before. So that will be helpful if you don't want to get rejected by a few companies which come in the beginning.
Agreed.
So
Okay, so like,
and
yeah, I mean,
as for the strategy, yeah.
yeah, I was going to come on that.
Yeah. So as for the strategy, what I used a few online resources as all of you had used. India Bix being one of the very popular ones, but thing is, I was not very comfortable with it. I mean, it's an unpopular opinion, but I was not very comfortable with it. So I had used Arun Sharma India Bix for my apti rounds, and for the coding rounds, what I had used was Geeks for Geeks, and say some YouTube videos, which gave in-depth analysis of the time complexity of various sorting techniques and various loops that we use during coding. So
Absolutely. Yeah. So like
yeah,
coming to the OT,
right.
let's talk a bit Wipro specific. So like, what is the format of the OT, and what are the questions like in general?
Yeah. So the Wipro OT generally has three sections. One is the like the other OT is English and quants is the main is like the common section in all the OTs. Apart from that, they have a coding round. So the coding round will consist of two questions, and what they generally test you on is the your looping concepts, how you apply loops, your string operation concepts. Then what else? I mean, yeah, stuff like that. Basically, the basic nested loops and stuff like that. So you have to be well versed with that to implement that. And so during the coding rounds, we had a choice of selecting our languages, which is a very good thing I feel, because at the end moment you can just just brush up any one language and go for the
Exactly.
test. So what I had used was C++ during my OTs, and you also have an option for Python, Java, and I think, yeah, that's it. C++, that's it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
Perfect.
what I had
Perfect.
used.
Okay. So like, after you cleared your OT, of course, the next round is the interview round. So like, how many stages
Right.
are there in the interview round, and like, how is it in general?
So the interview rounds are conducted in three phases generally: two technical rounds and one HR round. Okay, so in the technical round, what they generally focus on is your CV. I mean, you have to have at least two talking points apart from your academics, so that they can talk about something. So as for my case, what I was a part of a few technical clubs. uh, uh, the projects that I had done over there, those are a good talking point during my interview. And and what they're generally testing you on is how quickly you can think on your feet. So they had asked me, like, this is your project. So if we were to completely forget this mechanism that you used, say a particular mechanism that I had used in my project, and if you were to forget it and build it in a different way, what would you have used in that situation? So I mean, stuff like that. You have to just quickly think, and you need to have alternatives, and you need to thoroughly know what you've been doing and stuff like that. So yeah, that was one thing. And then after that, the electives you choose are also very important. So what I had taken was one of my electives was operations research, and I was asked questions on say game theory and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Uh, So yeah, that is one thing. And also one thing that I would strongly advise for is never put something on your CV which you will not be able to defend. I mean, don't like go on and say like I know data structures, and when you don't want to be cornered. Basically, that's the main point of this. So if you write like I know data structures and maybe stuff like that. So if you're not able to answer in the interview rounds, and if someone has with a simple project and if someone has with a simple elective or simple subjects, if they will be able to clear the round, and maybe you will get rejected because you were cornered and you will not be able to defend yourself. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so that was one of the main highlights of the interview process.
Okay.
Apart from that, I think the HR round went pretty smoothly. I think if you cleared the technical rounds, there was a very high chance that you would clear the HR round also.
Okay. Perfectly.
So
Perfectly put,
yeah, nothing much
Kushagra.
on that
Yeah, so
end.
like
Yeah.
just one last question I would like to ask
Yeah.
you is that for a company like Wipro, which has some high coding standards, look for candidates which know their coding properly. You being someone from non CS or non IT branch, how challenging was it to grasp coding during the placement season, prepare for it? I mean, what are the things you wished that you could have started a bit early? A couple of challenges that you faced in the entire process.
Right. So as I told you during the OT process, so the coding aspect came only during the OT process. So if you were able to clear the OT rounds, it was assumed that you had a basic, understanding of how the programming languages work. So what I had basically what I had started coding around. See, I had a knack for coding, but being a mechanical engineer, I did not, have a chance to practice it because I had done it during my school days, and then I didn't have a chance to go through it on and on and on. So what I had done was just before the date came for our Wipro process. I think 2 or 3 days before that, I started with my coding preparation. And so sites that you can use, as I mentioned, EcoGeeks, some very popular, techniques, sorting techniques and stuff like that. You can just go through it and understand the complexity and which one is better in both situations. If you're able to just, grasp that and be thorough with your loops, be thorough with your string concepts and all that, I think that will be sufficient for, to have to clear the OT round basically. I mean, it's not that difficult. I mean, being from a mechanical background, if I'm saying this, it's you can take it.
Okay, perfectly put, Kushagra. So thank you so much. I believe that perfectly explains the entire placement journey that you went through. And just one last piece of advice that you would like to give to the fellow juniors would be starting their placement process. So just one piece of advice. What would it be?
So, one piece of advice that I would like to give them is see, these are testing times, as we all know. I mean, no one can be sure of their jobs. No one can be sure of what they're doing right now in this situation currently. So, my advice to them would be see, the keyword here is perseverance. If you're not able to persevere, you will not get anywhere. So, as the saying goes, tough times don't last. Tough people do.
True, true.
So yeah, I mean, you have to keep going at it and just keep working hard, keep enhancing your resume, keep practicing questions, coding questions or stuff like that, and yeah, hopefully we'll all safe through this.
Thank you so much, Kushagra. That is wonderful. It was a pleasure having you here. And I'm pretty sure it must be helpful for all the students for their placement process coming up. So thank you so much, Kushagra. Thank you so much.